Alright, alright, I'm back, and I'm here to report back on Metal Gear Rising for the PC. So, let's report my findings. Ever since this game has released, I've had incredibly shit performance. There are tons and tons of other people out there that have perfect performance. It runs great, even on systems that are worse than mine. It runs great on piece of shit systems. And then on mine, it runs at around 35 frames per second on on the lowest resolution. Now, I've done everything I can to try and fix this. I'll just go over my specs real quick. AMD 4170 quad core, 4.2 gigahertz, 8 gig of RAM, and a very nice Radeon HD 7950. What I'm trying to say is I should be able to run this fucking game, yet I can't. So, I've scoured the forums, I've looked at posts, I can tell you what the issue isn't. The issue is not that my monitor is limiting the FPS due to refresh rate. The refresh rate doesn't change, and I've made sure of that. And I run it in windowed. Still the same. Whether I'm full screen or windowed, it doesn't make a difference. So the FPS doesn't really change, except in full screen it gets a little worse. So it's not my monitor limiting the FPS. My monitor is through HDMI. I've also tried it on my VGA monitor, still the same. I've tried a bunch of user fixes. None of them have worked because they're all trying to fix the same issue, which isn't my issue, which is refresh rates. Mine isn't a refresh rate issue, it's a FPS issue. I've reinstalled it twice. I've updated my graphical drivers. What else have I done? I have ran it in administrator, in compatibility. I don't really know why I'd need to run it in compatibility, but I've done it. So I've also restarted the PC, just ran it straight up from there. I've done everything I can. I also had a overclocking software that I've never used. It came with the graphic card. No, I've never used it, and I've uninstalled the software. My graphic card is factory overclocked to 3 gigabyte. So that wouldn't be the issue. Catalyst Control Center, which is AMD control for stuff. I've fiddled with that. I've made that override the game settings. That still doesn't make a difference. In fact, until I ran Steam as administrator, it crashed Metal Gear Rising. So, what else have I done? I've done pretty much everything that I can. So, I mean, I've pretty much done everything that I can. I've read forums full of people doing stuff. And it works fine, and on mine it doesn't. I just don't know what the issue is. So, I just don't know. So, I've done pretty much everything that I can. And it's still running like ass. And yet, I look on Twitter, I look on Steam, there are very few people with this issue. And it's always, and anybody that does have the issue, the solution is either their refresh rate or some random other PC issue. I don't have another random PC issue. I don't. Nothing's fucked anywhere else. My PC is fine, and yet it runs like shit. So, I don't know what's up. I really don't. Um, it seems to me that it's, for a very small minority, it's just not working straight up. But for the majority, it works just great. So, I don't know. I have no idea. So, yeah, I I don't know what I can do anymore. So, that's it pretty much. I'm pretty much done trying to get this game to work. Uh, I'm not gonna attempt any more fixes. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna uninstall it because this is retarded, and I'll just lurk the forums and find wait until there's a patch or something. So yeah, overall that's been my experience with MGR. Yeah, it's ridiculously stupid and shit. So oh well. Guess I'll just go back to playing it on the console. Alright, I'm out. Fucking hell.